Wow, hi channel. I'm really happy right now. This is so cool. This is prepared version 4, as you can see here by the little vast symbol in Chaseplane. That's no longer an issue. I thought that was really funny. Yeah, you'll have to excuse me if things are sort of a little bit crap still, but I have more or less just installed this thing. It's not all running as well as I wanted to. I just wanted to actually this is the worst performance I've had so far, and we're in Los Angeles, Orbx, Southern California, with active sky 16 clouds, 496 textured clouds, 496 textured everything high res. I've got the, what do they call it, the EXP factor up to 9, so the autogen's like all the way to the distance, and we're still getting like 10 frames per second, which is what I used to get. But the main difference is there's just like no stutters anymore. I mean, it's pretty livable.
Low altitude.
And like I just said, this
altitude.
is the worst performance I've had so far in the sim. It's really stunning, the performance I'm getting. Granted, I'm not running ultimate traffic or anything, so that will probably bring it down a little bit, but I will just try and show you how good this is. Look at the amount of autogen that we're drawing here. And cars. Sure, we are only getting 9 frames a second, but... And look at the distance where it's drawing the autogen. Look at that. I know the frame rates are horrendous, but I'm still... This is just my first time opening the sim, remember? So keep that in mind. This will only get better. I think this is pretty ridiculously good. And and you can see, I'm sure you can see the sort of the smoothness. There's no sort of jerky stopness. It doesn't stop, it doesn't reload. Wow, this really is the platform of the future. Very, 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 very impressed. Actually, is really smooth. And I'm running, let's see, let's try and figure out why I'm only getting 10 frames per second here, because I have been getting generally better frames than that. It could be that it's the weather. So you see the GPU load is at 52%. I'm running 1070. And I'm running really high settings, like almost everything is all the way to the right. I'm just sort of testing it out right now. I haven't sort of decided on what settings to use, but look at how fast the terrain loads too. If you look at the CPU, I don't know, how do you... Yeah, look at them. All of my cores are maxing out. Like, that's just pretty amazing. I'm so impressed with this. I was, for a while there, I was considering whether or not to update or not, because I just thought it would be too much of a hassle, but man, it's pretty great. I don't know about you, but if I get frames, if I used to get 10 frames per second, then the whole system would slow down afterwards. I'd have nothing loaded around me if I was flying around, especially in a jet. Like after a little bit, this would all be just a blurry mess. So I've got 10 frames per second. I'm getting pretty shitty frames right now. I get that,
altitude.
but look,
Low altitude.
the scenery is still loading. The smoke's coming out of the smokestack. I don't know, I would venture to say this is flyable. It's not that, yeah, so yeah, here we go. I am actually, so you can still, I can still stump my CPU, I guess, by punching in the afterburner, but see, now we're up to 30 frames per second. I remember this from before, when I come out of the basin here, it's just becomes a different simulator. And look at the image quality too, just the anti-aliasing. This is me running at 60% GPU load. I'm running, I really like this, I'm running 4x SSA Ultra Graphics anisotropic. Oh, I can turn off the FXAA, I don't need that. Unlimited frames with VSync on. Level the terrain radius, let's turn it off to ultra, let's see what happens. Distillation factor, let's bring that down to high, just to see if that has anything to do with anything. Scenery complexity, very dense. Autogen draw distance, extremely high. Dense, I'm not running this, and I'm not running the dynamic lighting, it's very heavy. I'm using the PTA injector tool that someone made, which is kind of I'm probably going to buy the paper version from Bellins when it comes out, but until then I'm going to use the PTA injector tool. I'm just going to start this up again, and you can see what it looks like, and then we'll go take a look at Flight Tampa in this. I've installed Copenhagen and Amsterdam. It's incredible. High texture packs, like so, 4K textures on an airport, and everything's just chugging along wonderfully. It's pretty amazing. I'm really impressed. Really impressed. It just seems more stable too, loads faster. All in all, very good stuff. It is a pain in the ass to install though, oh my god. And things like Flight Tampa and stuff, they say that everything's working. Sure, it is working, but the installers aren't working. And also another thing I have to say, like they have a really, I do think they have a much better method of installing add-ons now, where everything will be in a folder with an addons.xml file to sort of do all the heavy lifting, so you can basically uninstall and reinstall the add-ons, well, keeping the sim and the add-ons completely separate. They don't use that, all of them. A2A introduced it, which is great. I see them now installing the planes in a separate folder outside of the sim folder completely. That's great, but Flight Tampa and stuff have not done it. I wish they all do it. That would be really great to see them go ahead and do this properly. Could be that we crashed the sim right now. Yeah, okay, we crashed the sim. But I'll show you how easy this is to, how fast it reloads too. Comparatively. Let's be fair here. It's still look at that. Look at that. It's so fast. Let's go to okay, I'm gonna just check out Amsterdam. I had issues with it. I wanted to start in the ICAO code thing. That's annoying. It doesn't. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, I tried installing it Amsterdam first, and I had some issues. Let's see if it's actually working now. Apologies if it isn't, because I haven't tested it since I installed it. I just want to show you guys how great this is. And I know this isn't a proper sort of sim that I do, but a proper video. So, but you know, this is kind of interesting to I think, to just to see how it performs. I'll show you how good this is. And I just posted a video from Amsterdam yesterday with the 717 from TFTI, and I was getting around 20 frames. Here I'm getting around 30 or more, and it's with way higher settings. So everything maxed. You can see here too, just look at the CPU utilization as it loads. Pretty cool. I'm just confused by this here. It should be running at 4.4, but here I'm getting 4.1. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to deal with that right now. So yeah, it does seem like I still have some sort of issues here. But look at my textures. Look at the sharp lines here. Everything 4K. I have to say I'm very impressed. So there's the default traffic.
Low altitude.
Okay, frame rate counter. Look at how good that is. I'm getting 20 frames per second, I guess, which is what I was getting yesterday too, but this is autogen forever. Cloud layers forever. It's with what's it called? SSA, 4 times SSA. Let's go to MSAA. Let's see if it makes a difference. I don't know, I almost feel like the frame rate counter is lying. This is so smooth for me. I guess it still does unload the textures over there. That's a little sad that it does that. I don't think it needs to anymore, so. But I'm sure those optimizations will come in later. Look at the amount of autogen in the city. Look at it. It's crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I go. Just bring it down to normal. I keep the auto vegetation to dense, and just get the level of detail radius up to ultra or even max. We can use high resolution ground textures. I know that so I'm a little unsure what this does and doesn't do, but there's this exponential thing that they have going in here that you can add to the config now, where you basically talk about the size of the ground textures that you load, if it's 512 pixels or 1024 pixels. I think clicking that makes it 1024 pixels, but then there's an exponent that you can add to the config file that can make it 2048 pixels. So it basically doubles your level of detail radius just by adding that to the config line. I've added it, and I've added it at 9, but 9 without the high detail is pretty much the same as 8. So let's see what 9 with high detail does. It should be basically double what we're seeing, and it should be quite a big difference. I don't know if you're seeing this, but this is pretty insane. To me, this is really ridiculous. Look at me zooming in over there, and it still looks pretty good. All the way out there, I can see trees and houses. Everything. That's pretty amazing. That is a big difference from what we're used to. Running ASCA cloud textures. Look at all the cars. Look at all the cars too that we have. This is just ridiculous. This is amazing. One thing I want to try and see is if we can find the ships. I tried to add back Henrik Nielsen ships, but look at this. Look at the autogen drawing there. That is such a brand new level of immersion. It's at a brand new level. That's insane. I'm in awe. Cloud shadows, everything looks, I don't know, it just looks so good. And look at the cockpit shadows too, they're so sharp and nice. I'm just blown away by what I'm seeing. I'm just blown away. I tried to add the AI ships, but I don't think it's quite working. I'm not seeing anything. Water looks better too. I didn't know they did anything to it. great lake that they have in. This looks a lot like the ocean, but let's see here. Let's go west at full speed. That should take us to the UK eventually, right? So you can see how the engine does when I'm going at 4 speed at 1200 knots. Even then it's giving me really smooth and sort of lovely, rather nice. Look at that. That was me just slowing down. Look at how nicely it recovered. So here's a ship. I wonder if this is one of Henrik Nielsen's ships or if I have to copy them into the... I added them to my documents folder, to the prepared version 4 files folder. Look at the rain too, man, this is just really, really something.
Low altitude, low altitude.
And I think that is one of his boats. Oh, shit. Oh my god, are you seeing this? How incredible is that? That is so cool. You can see the direction it's flowing, blowing to. It's indicating it's set by the wind. That's insane, man. I'm just absolutely blown away. Look at this scene. Look at how beautiful that is, how fluid and just realistic it is too. This is incredible. This is just absolutely incredible. Absolutely amazing. I can't believe how good this looks and feels. Wow.
Bingo, fuel.
Okay, let's
Bingo, fuel.
let's set up a new scenario. I mean, I'm missing a lot of aircrafts here, of course. They have Lockheed Martin F-16 in here now? I actually do not remember seeing that. I have the PMGG, the 747 and 717, but okay, let's go look at the A2A172. That's a nice guy. Let's see, and we'll go to Copenhagen, which is which I also have installed, and I'm just going to start at the runway. This is gonna be an incredible simulator. Like, I mean, this sim is just insanely good. I thought on paper this didn't seem like it was gonna be that big of an upgrade, but just this first hour or so that I've been playing with it, I'm so impressed. Just how it looks, everything is really incredible. I'm so excited to get all those great little Orbx airports and stuff in here. I think it's gonna be insane. It feels good to start with a clean slate, even though it's so much work to install everything. It just feels good to have everything clean and organized. I think I'll actually wait a little bit until I'm gonna install a lot more, because I really want to figure out how to install add-ons properly in this version of the sim and get it done correctly. I'm gonna even try and keep my add-ons on one hard drive, one SSD, and the simulator itself on a different SSD. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but that's what I'm planning on doing. What is that? Okay, chill out. What we're going to do is we're going to just get this. Okay, that's too bad. Let's pin this to the taskbar. Let's close it. And yeah, let's just go for flight without the weather so we can ground. There's some textures missing here, so there's something odd going on, but all in all, it installed really nicely this. That was a stutter. I think that's my first stutter that I've noticed. But just look at that, you can see all the way across the Malmö. There's a building on the other side, so I've cut the gut. It's just really good. I don't think this installed correctly. I think there's been an update to it that I wasn't able to install. So that's something I need to look into. Which is also why I think I got these black textures, but it's flight amp is stupid, and it really is stupid, you guys. You need to fix this. Your own purchasing system. I didn't buy this through a third-party store. I bought it through Flightempa's own store, which is just absolutely horrible. This BMT micro crap is terrible. You get a download link and it's only valid for 10 days, and then you have to write them an email to get it again. It is so annoying. Come on, I bought this thing. Just let me just let me have the download link forever, right? Like, why do you need to make it so conditional? It's really annoying. But seriously, guys, look at this. It looks absolutely incredible. I'm really curious if you have the traffic running or not, the ship traffic. See, we're missing Vector. So I have Orbx Global, but not Vector. It's not released yet. And I also don't have any mesh installed. So I used to have the FTX Global mesh from Pilots, and I'm wondering if either I'm going with Ultimate or with Free Mesh. And even though the VAS shouldn't be a problem anymore, I'm considering going with Free Mesh just because I think it seems a little bit to me like it's not necessary, the resolution that comes with the Ultimate. It just takes up too much hard drive space. It just looks great. Like, look at how it's vibrating. I mean, the performance is stellar. It's 50 frames per second. And yeah, I get it that it's... I think this is Henrik Nielsen's ships. Yeah, they are, aren't they? They certainly look good enough for it. If you haven't gathered by watching my stream before, it's pretty much my favorite add-on. At least my favorite freeware add-on would be Henrik Nielsen's AI ships. They make the sim for me. They really do. It's amazing. The autogen all the way to the distance. That's really, really something. So happy with this. Okay, before I call it a night, I just wanna... Where should I go? Bergen, Invera, and let's get back in the... Let's try the F16. Since it's new and all, it's probably terrible. Let's try the F16 and let's see if we find some more boats. I'm just really interested in finding out whether or not I installed that scenery correctly. Ah, this is fun. I will definitely try and get some flights done pretty soon with this flight. This is just too bad my life is so busy at the moment because this is fun. I wish I could do this all day instead of going to work. Yeah, so this will be FTX Norway. I have that region installed, and that seems great. I don't have any of the other add-ons installed for Norway, so none of the airports in Norway or the and nothing else for Norway apart from the base FTX Norway region. And FTX HD Trees. Look at that. Actually looks pretty good. All things considered. Yeah, I don't know how to turn everything on here, but I also don't know if everything works, so it's the radios. Usually the displays on the NATO jets are over here, I think. I've flown the A10 a lot, and I wonder how you turn on the MFT stuff. Whatever. The HUD will do. Still got the floaty houses. But that's pretty cool, huh? With the autos way out there in the distance. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I got the ships installed correctly. It's should be a whole lot more. A lot more ship traffic, but that does look like custom models on there. So maybe I didn't install correctly. I don't know, man. So you see, I do get blurries. If I run the system, it blurs out on me, but it loads back pretty fast. So here's an ugly default ferry and a beautiful add-on ferry.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Beautiful. Wow. Ah, can't seem to figure out how to turn those on. But look at this. Look at how great frame rates. Beautiful scenery. Pretty amazing, if you ask me. Definitely are Henrik Nielsen's AI ships.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
I think this is the big Monkstar refinery. Could be wrong, but I think this is the big Monkstar refinery. Yeah, let's see. We are outpacing my CPU by flying these fast jets. But it is so much better than it used to be. And it's so smooth. Man, like, I mean, the flying experience is just lovely. I'm getting 50 frames per second here. With these kinds of graphics. Bad. Weapons. The default aircraft really are a mixed, weird sort of mixed bunch. take back what I said about the 616. It's actually not that bad. Kind of fun.
Altitude. Altitude.
The question remains to sort of figure out where on earth we are. Obviously coming up the western coast of Norway, on the fjords. See, okay, so we don't have autogen here because we outpaced our scene reloading. But we do have sharp textures. Bet you don't have to slow down for very long for it to sort of load back in. Stunning. The clouds and everything looks stunning. Guess that's a big Flora down here. Yeah, that's Flora. Flora is a tiny place. Not really suited for this at all, but I think I'll give it a shot. I need to go to bed, and this video is long enough. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this first look at version 4. It runs beautifully on my system, and it's not the newest system. I have a 3770K that's overclocked to 4.3 gigahertz, and I'm running a GTX 1070, and I have it on SSDs and everything, but not bad, man. I'm very, very impressed with how this performs, first of all, and I mean the raw performance is really good, but the smoothness and the sort of the non-jitteriness of it is even better. I can see that one thing I'm going to do that is bothering me is this. I think it's the, what do they call it again? The tessellation factor. I'm going to turn that all the way back up again because that's what makes the scenery pop as it loads. I don't have a speed brake assigned. Okay. It's gonna be a problem. got the wind from our back, and this is a short field. This shouldn't work. I should crash this, and I have crash detection turned on, which is kind of new for me too. So I normally don't, just because of crash boxes and lots of scenery errors and GSX running into you and everything resets. That's annoying. But yeah. Oh, you know what we should do? Let's check out the replay. That's not something I've done. Let's see if that's improved. Instant replay. Okay, so this is improved. Sound is terrible. Watching replays is also terrible when you're flying like an idiot. Landing. Look at the cloud shadows moving across the landscape. Beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. Well, guys, I hope you liked this first look. Like I said, if you did, smash that like button or subscribe or whatever you want. I love doing these. This is great. This is really, really fun. I am just anxious to get back at this, but I have to go to bed and go to work. But this was awesome. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think of prepared version 4. I'm shocked at how good I think this is. This is beyond my wildest dreams. Okay, talk to you later, guys. Bye bye.